Hi, this is Jess. Real quick, I just got a really interesting email about getting into a rut, a bad rut, having a bad couple months, having a bad couple weeks, and how do you get out of it? And how do you get into it? What happens? What's the meaning of a rut? What is it? A rut is if you start getting into like a bad rut, like something, it's just a bad couple weeks, a bad month, maybe a bad 2 months. You got to stop for a second and think about what was it that you introduced into your life that changed it, that changed your pattern, that changed your routine, that changed something that is causing that rut. I mean, think about this. If you're, like, say it's 2 months, what did you do 2 months and 1 week ago that you introduced in? And then really think about how did that affect all my other things? Because remember, when you do something and you make it a routine, it's building off of other routines and making other things happen. So if you add a bad habit in there, that bad habit could, I hate using the word manifest, but it could manifest into a larger issue. All right. So, perfect example. I love the old line. There's a really great line that says, brain cells that fire together, wire together. It's this whole concept of a bad habit could link itself to another thing and then they'll work together. One of the ways I teach people on how to form healthy habits and how to incorporate a healthy habit is the if, when, then concept. If, when I brush my teeth, then I'll take my vitamins. If, when I take a shower, then I'll brush my teeth. It's this whole routine builder that's based off of another action. If or when I do this, that triggers my action to do that. It's this whole routine builder. Super easy. If, when, then. Easy to remember. I'll probably make a video about it. But anyway, this came at a perfect time because for me, I've had a very interesting 2.5 months. In some of my videos, I didn't really point it out, but in some of my videos, you'll notice that I have a busted hand. It was my very last game of rugby, and forever. I was retiring from it. I'm 47 years old. I did it because I wanted to be part of a really good team sport. I had some really great guys on the team. It was really fun. But I realized that I'm getting older, and I need to concentrate on other things. And it's a lot of work, rugby. It's Tuesdays and Thursdays practice, Saturday game day. Saturday's rugby day is pretty much how it works, right? So I needed to kind of change things up. Well, I didn't realize how much I was going to change up. My last game was on a tournament day, so there was really 3 games in one day. And this happened in the very last game of my last career move ever. And it changed a lot. I've never broken a bone. I've had injuries, but I've never actually broken a bone or been in a cast before. Well, a cast changes everything. You can't shower, you can't bathe the right way, everything changes a little bit. And this made me realize how one little thing can change a lot of other things. Like I had to change my work schedule. I had to change my travel schedule. The funny part is, because of this changing, I had more time at home to get rid of. I decided to purge, get rid of more and more just old things because I wanted more room for the future. I wanted a clean slate, as they say. So I turned the negative into a positive move. But I did have to turn down a lot of jobs that are in other states that I would have needed more staff for, but it was too small of a project, so I wouldn't be able to really hire and bring that staff along. So I turned these projects down, all because of this. And I've gained more private clients because of this, because I had the time to reach out and just kind of reintroduce myself to someone I haven't talked to in a while. So that's a good thing. For you, what happens if you introduce something into your life or something happens to you and it throws everything off? Like, the negative side of this is my workout schedule changed. I am addicted to the gym. I love the feeling you get when you release the endorphins from cardiovascular. I love that I could eat what I want and still work it off. I like that I'm in control of my body and I'm working towards a future. Remember, your body carries your brain everywhere. So without your body, you ain't going anywhere. Virtually, maybe. So I gained weight, and that's one of the things that bothered me. But it also made me human. Gaining weight is something we all go through, and it makes me realize how hard it is for other people when they get in that rut and they gain that weight. So how to break a rut, all right? You're in a rut, you've gotten into something and you're trying to figure out how to get out of it. All right, so A, when we first get into a rut, it's the if, when, then. So let's build a new if, when, then. So first, identify the issue. And then, if, when, then break that issue. So you want to do this for a month to just make sure it's going just consciously. And then give it a break. See if it attached itself, right? If it didn't, consciously think about it, right? If, when, then. If, when, then. Give it a break. Did it attach? Yes? Okay, good. Then keep that habit going. You want to make sure that that habit is actually forming on its own, so then you don't have to waste that thought process on every day. You want to create muscle memory. Like I said, if one neuron fires, another one fires. They become connected, right? It's what is it? Cells that fire together stay together, right? Or build together. Real easy one. So if you get in a rut, identify what you changed in your life before that rut started, and then think about what you could if, when, then it, and see how it goes. Kind of move yourself out of that rut. But remember, you have to know what it is that you're identifying. If you have no idea, really think about what it is that's bothering you right now. Maybe there's a poison person in your life. Maybe your job changed. Like for me, I'm addicted to education. I love classes. I'm 47 years old and still taking college classes. A lot of times if I get into a strange place, I realize it's just my class changed and I'm surrounded by different people. I'm surrounded by a different thing to concentrate on and think about. And I start incorporating those thoughts into my everyday life, which is what education is. You have to look at your world and see how that fits, or analogies from your world to make that process go in. So I'm always changing. Remember, if change is good, you could use changing your life up as a way to tune your life up, to really get closer to your spouse, to your friends, to your job. Change your job up. Like, figure out what is it that my routine is at work that just keeps me flat. Change it up. You know, you want everything to be fresh and new and fun. Well, change it up. That's all you have to do. So I hope that answers your question. I'm going to post this and then I'm going to email you back, and let's change it up. All right.